coach before the game. This conference matchup between two teams that do not like each other very much is a great way to get things started here in the conference. I'll keep you posted on the energy and atmosphere at the half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To throw, Manning. That's reeled in. It's Smothers.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Blasted as he lets it go. Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now here's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Art's going to spin it again. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Manning to the air again. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Fly. Touchdown, Longhorns! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
The give on the counter. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Delay to the back. It's Lacy. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And man, you see it so many times with like these young kids in the start to football games. You can get those juices and the momentum going one direction. I like this offense, man. I wanted to see him get that first down because you don't want to send your defense out there again after giving up points on their first drive and kind of giving away some momentum. Nice job by this offense.
Shows him the stiff arm. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Looking for room. It's Lacy. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the back moving. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Creates maybe a crease. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Motion from the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Handoff for Frazier. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working that left side now. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Here's Manning to throw. Lobs it off the back foot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Find some fresh air. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. starts circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He makes a catch. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really nice if you're on offense.
Makes the grab. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll give it to Brown. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. There's a crease. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rebels offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Firing to the right, complete. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll run for it. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Arch Madness. And his throw is incomplete. make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fights off the defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Connection to the right. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Sends it back in motion. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. They want to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rebels will try to move the chains on fourth down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Manning. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. He wants to take the top off. Makes a deep grab. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here's Arch to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. Discards him with the stiff arm. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Touchdown, Longhorns. A pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender?